Nina was gripped with fear. She began to run. The man started chasing after her. The strange man was the son of a witch called Danyaki. He sacrificed little girls to his mother every first day of the month. This time Nina was about to be the prey. Nina kept running as much as her little strength could carry her, but something bad happened.
Hi, PicTales here. Interesting story ahead. Watch out and take care.
Once upon a time there was a girl named Nima. Nina lived with her mother alone, as her father was long dead. One morning Nina told her mom she was going to visit her friend Melly, but her mother was not pleased with that idea, and she told her never to go. Nina pretended to accept. When her mother was about to leave, she told her, "Nina, stay back home. Make sure you do the dishes and wash your clothes, but do not step outside. Stay home until I am back." Immediately her mother left. Nina was so excited that she wouldn't hold back her joy. She ignored her mother's instructions, dressed up immediately, and started embarking on a journey to visit her friend Nellie. As she was walking with joy, she admired the chirping sounds of birds and the beautiful weather. All of a sudden, there came a strange man hiding inside the bush watching Nina. He was looking for a way to capture Nina, but he carelessly made a sound, and when Nina heard a strange noise from the bush. At first she saw no one, then she continued her journey, thinking it might be some animals in the bush. After a while she heard another sound. This time it was footsteps coming from behind her. She saw a scary man coming after her, and fear filled her. She began to walk faster, and the man followed her closely. Trying to touch her, Nina was gripped with fear. She began to run. The man started chasing after her. The strange man was the son of a witch called Danyaki. He sacrificed little girls to his mother every first day of the month. This time Nina was about to be the prey. Nina kept running as much as her little strength could carry her, but something bad happened. The evil man cast a spell on her, and her leg became stuck in plates. As she tried to move, she found out she wasn't able to. She kept trying, but she wasn't able to move again. She was filled with fear, and then she screamed. Before she knew it, everything became blank in her eyes like darkness. She wasn't able to see anymore. She was kidnapped by the evil man and taken to Danyaki's hut. She slept for almost the whole day. The next day, she woke up and found herself in a very dark-looking hut. Nina became so scared, a cold shiver ran down her spine. She began wondering how she got there. Then she remembered she was kidnapped. At the side of the hut was Danyaki the witch, who sat and was waiting for her to wake up. Nina saw a scary-looking witch staring at her with contempt and hate. Nina was terrified by her appearance. She asked her, "Who are you?" She replied, "I am the great witch Danyaki," and she laughed a wicked laugh. Nina asked her, "Why are you keeping me here?" "I am just an innocent girl. Please do not hurt me. I am a good girl. Let me go home. My mom would be waiting for me at home," she said. But Danyaki felt no pity for the poor girl. She told her, "Soon I am going to make you my food," and she continued laughing. She said to herself, "Only if I'd listened to my mother's instructions, I wouldn't have been here." She kept weeping. Just then there was a thunderstrike, and it began to rain outside. Nina tried to run outside the hut, but Danyaki used her spiritual powers to stop her. Nina was not able to escape. She sat back in the hut, remembering home as tears dribbled down her cheek. The old witch made a fire to keep the hut warm because it was raining everywhere and seemed so cold. After a while, the old witch Danyaki started coming close to Nina with a sharp knife. Nina was so scared that she didn't know what to do. She summoned courage and pushed Danyaki into the nearby fire. Danyaki caught on fire, and Nina had the entire house light up with fire. Then she ran to the door. Luckily for her, the door opened. She ran into the road, although she didn't know where she was. Everything seemed strange. She had no idea where she was running to. She kept running under the rain for hours. As she was running, she kept crying. She kept wandering around the bush. As she got to a point, she saw a hut by the side of the bush. That was the only hut around there. Nina ran into the hut. At first she was scared, but she noticed it was an old abandoned hut. She thought to herself, I can spend the night. By morning I can continue my journey. She lay down there and slept. She was exhausted because she had been wandering the bush for hours. The next morning, Nina continued her journey. She kept wandering inside the forest. She couldn't find her way back home because she was far away from home. The more she looked for a way to go home, the deeper she went into the forest. She became so hungry that there was no food or water for her. She kept moving regardless until she met an old man inside the forest. At first she was terrified. She wanted to run, but the old man said to the young girl, Do not be scared. I won't hurt you. The old man was shocked to see her. He asked her, What are you doing inside the bush all alone, young girl? Nina told him she lost her way while trying to run away from Danyaki the witch. She explained how she was kidnapped and what she had gone through. The old man felt pity for her. He told her to follow him, that he would take her home. Nina was very happy that she finally met someone who would help her. The old man took her to her village. Back at her village there was an uproar about her missing. Her mother and the villagers had been searching for her. Her mother had been restless, and everyone was searching for her. Fortunately, the old man took Nina home to her mother. Her mother was so pleased to see her, and she hugged her. Nina begged her mother for forgiveness and promised her mother never to disobey her again.